Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for July 11th, 2025. We've got a Renaissance and Alchemy Kingdom. Oh, and Corn Guilds. One Corn Guilds card. Okay. I was pretty sure there were supposed to be three. Capitalism and Cathedral as the projects. Yeah. Okay, so we got a bunch of strong trashing options here. Cathedral, Recruiter, Priest, Apprentice. And then we've got Draw from Hunting Party, Lackeys, Scholar, and Swashbuckler, and then also like Apprentice trashing something more expensive. We've got Capitalism, which only affects Priest. Okay. Plus actions is only like Villagers from Lackeys and Recruiter. And then we've got gains from Inventor, but no plus buy. Okay. You can Scepter Inventor, though, non-terminally. So you don't necessarily need a ton of terminal space. You can just potentially play... I mean, the problem with Sceptering Inventor, I guess, is you can't invent a Scepter the first time you play Inventor. So that part's a little tricky. But you can invent Lackeys. So... The other thing, the other option is to just play with Recruiter and try to get Villagers that way. Obviously, you need to like not play your Inventors like early in the turn in that case, but that shouldn't be too big of a problem in general. The place where that really is going to come into play is when you want to do gain in play and you're like, oh, I'm low on actions. I want to get some more actions while I'm doing my Inventor gain in play stuff. And that's the other thing that Scepter can't easily do, although you can, I mean, you can use another Scepter to play a draw card and then draw a Scepter back up and then play another. It takes multiple Scepters, right? Scepter as Inventor, Scepter as draw, and then you get, so like it doesn't, I mean, the same is true, I guess, for playing Inventor and then drawing stuff back up, of course. So I guess it's not really, that's not necessarily a problem, but anyway. So almost certainly we would have preferred to have a 3/4. If we were going to open Cathedral, then we could still get an Inventor. I think getting an early Inventor is pretty valuable here, like particularly with Cathedral doing our trashing for us, so we can start putting stuff into our deck. Is like, we're not realistically going to hit 5 with a Cathedral opening unless we take silver, which we're not, I'm not super excited about that. Lackeys is another option, of course. Cathedral skip, I don't think that can be correct. Even if we do want to play with Recruiter, like, Cathedral is so much better at trashing copper. Another option, I guess, would be to open Inventor Cathedral. We don't get the trash in the opening, but we do get the Inventor. How much better is an Inventor than a Lackeys right now? Maybe not actually that much better, to be honest. I think we probably do just open Cathedral Lackeys, and then I mean, I guess I could see the argument for Cathedral Silver as well, in the sense that like recruiting a Silver is better than recruiting a Lackeys, and in the meantime it's like Lackeys will cycle the deck more, Silver will be a little bit better at hitting price points. Well, either way, I think we do get the Cathedral. The bot does go directly for Inventor. And yeah, I think 1 silver is fine. The bot is just not going to play with Cathedral, I guess. Okay, well, see how that works out. We'll take an inventor here. So we are already out of the States, which makes getting a recruiter right now not necessarily the best. We do have a lackeys, but I am thinking we go for hunting party first. Okay, so do we take another inventor or do we take a lackeys? We don't super need the lackeys right now from a draw perspective. We don't have any villagers though. We could take a recruiter here. Wait, I was saying we'd have lackeys. We don't have lackeys. We have a silver. Whatever. That's the thing that we could like recruit and we wouldn't really mind. Anyway, we take inventor here. We either need to get a recruiter or we're not going to be able to play both inventors. Maybe we go recruiter lackeys, or lackeys recruiter, I should say, and then start getting additional inventors. They do get a recruiter. All right, do we want to just trash the silver already? I mean, we have the ability to get a 5, which is all we really care about anyway. I think the answer is yes. Now we could take a second inventor. Or we could start in on the scepters. Well, we could do both, but we have the lackeys down there. I assume another copper. I don't think the bot has trashed anything. Yeah. It would be nice to get like at least one more draw card is what I'm thinking about. That could just be a lackeys for this turn. Like we could invent a lackeys. But yeah, I think when we bottom deck that lackeys, we just, you know, we did just trash with Cathedral. I think we take another inventor and scepter. Okay, so if we plan to play the lackeys anyway, we should probably play it first to try to find a copper so hunting party doesn't stop on copper. I mean, there's a decent chance that the top card is that anyway, but yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, that wasn't ideal. Here we could invent something before playing recruiter because we're not gonna recruit an expensive card anyway. Unless we want to recruit the inventor, I guess. Isn't unreasonable. We're gonna burn through all of our villagers. Or we can take another lackeys. Maybe we just shouldn't burn through all the villagers. Maybe we should just play... We could also just not play recruiter, I guess. Just play inventor, play scepter, call it good enough. Okay, I think I do want another lackeys. Let's grab another hunting party. And another lackeys? Or another inventor? Like, getting a more expensive card has the benefit that we can then recruit it. And it's worth more than a lackeys. Although it's not worth more than a lackeys recruited. So maybe lackeys is just better anyway. Why are they drawing so much? Just with lackeys? Lackeys, lackeys, recruiter, lackeys, lackeys. Yeah, they are burning through villagers like crazy. Okay, we can recruit a lackeys, that's fine. Ugh. What did they trash? Estate. So they still haven't trashed any copper. So that's all of our copper. Down there we have another inventor and something. Other lackeys? We got plenty of villagers. So we can definitely invent inventor here and be able to play it. Except for the part where we maybe don't actually get to see that inventor if we've tried this inventor hunting party, but whatever. Okay, well, we can now. So we could invent Scepter. Yeah. And maybe we take another hunting party. Piles are getting kind of low. Wait a minute. No. No. We should do the thing. We should just get another Scepter. Scepter to play Inventor to gain Scepter. Scepter to play lackeys. It could also be Recruiter to trash a copper. Maybe that is... Yeah, we should probably do that. We're not going to need the copper this turn, and yeah. Dupe. Alright, now we replay Inventor. So we can do one more, like, gain Scepter, draw it up, play it. But that's not really functionally different from just gaining a Scepter and then gaining whatever with the other Scepter. So I think the question is just like, what 2 cards do we want to gain? Well, 3 with our buy. We definitely use more hunting parties. It might not be a bad idea to take the last lackeys, just to have the extra villagers. Maybe just 2 hunting parties and a lackeys. How many gains do we have right now? 3 inventors, 1, 2, 3, 4 scepters, so 8 gains. Yeah, okay. Oh, they have 3 recruiters? How did that happen? Well, how many inventors do they have? 3? I'm wondering if I should be concerned. So they have, I mean, that's still only 4 gains, though. Yeah, I don't think we need to be concerned. So the number of hunting parties we want is kind of like tuned to the number of inventors that we're going to play. So we have 3 inventors. So yeah, 3 or 4 hunting parties. I mean, we've also got the lackeys. I don't know. This might be like, maybe that's more draw than we need. Maybe we should just take another scepter. I am worried about, I mean, I'm worried a little bit about dudding though. So I think grabbing the hunting parties. Okay, this is unfortunately no copper to trash. Gotta be trash lackeys. Okay, we have discarded a whole bunch of stuff. What all have we discarded? Hunting party, scepter, lackeys, copper, inventor, scepter. So hunting party, lackeys, inventor, copper, and 2 scepters. Okay. So this isn't really the point where we want to start playing the inventors necessarily. Kind of want to play the lackeys, or sorry, the recruiter before that. Although, if we're going to just trash a copper, then it doesn't matter. And that's a distinct possibility. Can we win this turn with 3 inventor? Well, if we do the scepter gain and play stuff, I think the answer's got to be yes. We've got 6 villagers. I think we just go for it. Which means I think we go invent, inventor, invent. Inventor. Lackeys. Play recruiter. Ooh. Well. Alright, we might as well invent scepter now. So I guess so we're just replaying lackeys. Yeah, this we bottom decking this hunting party and this lackeys. It's really unfortunate. So do we in fact have a win? Probably not, right? Yeah, I don't think we do. I think we need another recruiter for insurance. And then we need to take a province. I mean, 2 recruiters. We could also just take a duchy. Yeah. We need to do that. I don't know how likely it is that they can actually pile, but okay. Well, we don't need this duchy. We only have 2 villagers. It'd be nice to recruit the duchy. Could just trash the lackeys instead. Yeah. The odds that we find our, I was going to say, the odds that we find our recruiter are very good. We don't really need to recruit anything else expensive. I'm just wondering if we should play Inventor. Before Hunting Party. Probably. We can just take... We don't need points, so we can just take like a priest or something and try to recruit it. If we don't, we don't. Whatever. There is a little bit of value in getting another Scepter into the shuffle, but it's also maybe a little bit more likely that we whiff again, so I think I'm not going to try to do that. Okay. Well. Yeah, I mean, that's already a win. Yeah, so having 7 coppers in your deck isn't good. That's the takeaway here. We maybe actually had a few too many inventors or scepters, like a little. Yeah, like I was talking about on this turn. This turn? No, this turn. Turn 8. I was talking about, maybe this is investing too much in draw, and then it was not enough, if anything, because we couldn't get through the deck to then do the gain and play stuff. So, or even just see all the cards. So yeah, I should have balanced that a little bit differently. I mean, I was trying to set myself up for a win, on turn 9, and maybe that wasn't correct. I was like, oh, I'm down to like 2 coppers, like, should be able to get through, but you put enough of the gainers into your deck. I mean, the scepters don't have to behave as gainers, but obviously they don't do anything in the action phase, so like then you can end up drawing all actions dead, as we saw. So yeah, I probably should have taken... Maybe I should have taken that second recruiter earlier. Maybe I should have taken like stopped the scepter spinning earlier and just taken the hunting parties. I don't think there was any way for me to end up with more draw cards than I had, but if I just had fewer scepters / inventors in the deck than relative to the draw cards, then I would have at least been able to draw all the way through and max out my hand size. But yeah. Either way, obviously, like we had the ability to actually like draw pretty well because we didn't have all those coppers in the deck. That was obviously nice compared to what the bot was doing, which was like, it had a couple of big turns where it just spent a million villagers, but in general, like, this deck was not very good. It had a lot of inventors, but like, how are you playing them? How are you finding and playing them, I guess I should say. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.